Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Bluffton and Hilton Head Food Experience. Today I'm going to be making a homemade sauce, and hopefully some of the tips I give you would help out, and we'll go from there. Now, here it is. I'm not making a marinara sauce. Marinara sauce literally takes maybe 30 minutes to make. Okay, this is more of a sauce that you cook for quite a few hours. Okay, so here it is. The thing you're going to need is extra virgin olive oil. Okay, extra virgin olive oil. The next thing you're going to need is salt pork. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is a couple of slices of pancetta. Okay, and then you're going to need about 1 cup of roughly chopped carrots, about 1 1/4 cups of roughly chopped onion, and then thinly sliced celery, which is about 1 cup right there. Next thing you're going to need is garlic. I got about 9 cloves of garlic right here, okay, which I will eventually chop up, roughly chop that is. And then we have red wine. Now you can use Chianti wine. And when I pour that in, when you see, you will see that later on in the video. I eyeball it. Okay. Now the next thing later on in the sauce would be adding basil and thyme. Okay. I roped it up so I can easily fish it out. Okay. From the sauce, and then we're going to need dry bay leaves. There's about 6 of them in there, and actually, I'm going to put these into a cheesecloth and tie them up. So once again, I can easily get them out of the sauce. Then we're going to need some parsley. This gets chopped up. I'm not using this whole thing. Okay, just going to use a little bit of this at the end of the sauce. The star of the show. I totally forgot about it. San Marzano tomatoes. Okay. 3 cans of certified San Marzano tomatoes. It doesn't have to be by Cento. Just make sure it's from San Marzano tomatoes and it's certified. Make sure it doesn't say Italian style. Okay, otherwise you're not getting the real deal. Okay, got 3 cans of this here. I put them inside a bowl, and what I did, I just roughly crushed them, and that's that. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is give it a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Not that much, don't need a lot, because once I add the salt pork in there and plus the pancetta, it's going to release its own fats in there as well. Okay, by the way, if you take the pancetta and plus the salt pork out of the equation, guess what? You got a great sauce for you vegetarians out there. Okay, the extra virgin olive oil has come to a smoking point, so now I'm going to add my salt pork. Plus my pancetta. And make sure it's on a medium-low. Notice I have changed into my cooking shirt. After realizing this stuff is splattering. Okay. We gotta let this render out. Okay. We'll let this render out. And what's gonna happen is that it's going to brown. Okay, it's gonna caramelize. And then after that, we put the sauce in, all that other good stuff, and then after that, we'll pull this out at the end. Okay, so I have extracted all the flavor from the pancetta and plus the salt pork, so I'm going to pull those out. Just like that. And then, first thing we add is our trinity. Carrot, onion, and celery. Okay, drop that in there. And use a wooden spoon, no metal. While the carrot and celery and onion is cooking here, by the way, it's on a medium, okay? And I'm going to chop up some garlic here. Like I said, there's about a good 9 cloves here. Just a rough chop. That's all you want. You don't want to mince it. Notice if you mince it, it can burn very quickly. Not only that, we love chunky garlic. Okay. Make sure to cook the Trinity before, cook the Trinity for, I don't know, about 10 minutes until tender before you add the garlic. Okay, I already dropped in my garlic, and we're going to let render through for about maybe 3-4 minutes. Make sure it's not on a high because that garlic will burn on you. Okay, now I brought it up to a high, and what I'm going to add next is wine. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. No, a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I think that's about right. Just a little bit more. All right. So we're gonna let that do. We're gonna let that reduce by 50%. Okay. Once we reduce it to 50%, then we're gonna add our sauce or gravy. Okay. Look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Red wine cooking down. You have to make sure it cooks down halfway through. No more than less, no less. Okay, the wine has reduced by half. So I'm going to add in our hand-crushed San Marzano tomatoes. Okay. And then I'm going to add 2 cans of water. I put the water in the can and switched out all the extra tomato that's in there. That's 1. That's 2. Now we bring this to a boil. Bring it on high, and once it comes to a boil, then bring it down to a low. Because if you don't, guess what? It's going to burn.